News 46 is brought to you by Golden Casino Group, where you'll always find great fun, good food, and fantastic entertainment, all at Gold Town, Lakeside, and the Pahrump Nugget. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight on News 46, animal shelter employees come forward to talk about their termination. And firefighters rescue a small bird who fell from a nest. News 46 starts now.
You're watching Kpvm News 46 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 46, local coverage you can count on.
Several former employees come forward to talk about their experience. It's Friday, July 13th. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. 3 former employees and a former board member have decided to come forward and reveal themselves after the board at Desert Haven Animal Society let them go. They say they were wrongfully terminated. We spoke to one board member on our newscast recently who told us the employees were under investigation for criminal activity.
Ellen Arntz has not acted on behalf of the Desert Haven Animal Society Board of Directors. She has acted on behalf of her own agenda, which I don't know what that is, first and foremost. And secondly, several people have been terminated, and she is publicly speaking out that they have been terminated for illegal activity, and that is also not true. So when I got to the board, there were some situations going on in the shelter that we wanted to make clear with good policies and procedures, job descriptions and code of ethics, and implement them, and to ensure that we weren't doing anything that was going to violate our nonprofit status. Plan of action was put into effect. We voted on it. It was supposed to be carried out. That did not happen. These employees were not dealt with according to the board's wishes or their votes, and they were terminated wrongfully. 6/13 at the poorhouse, there were several people that showed up to be voted on the board, and 4 of those people were brought by Ellen Arntz and Jane Carboni, and they were voted on the board, and the 3 people that I brought to be voted on the board were not allowed to be voted on the board. I just think it's wrong. I think it's wrong to be out there talking and making false statements on behalf of a board or things that aren't technically happening. These people were terminated, and she's telling them that they were terminated for illegal activities, and that is untrue.
They stated that I was terminated for not working 40 hours a week, that I worked much less than that. I was a salaried employee. I put in probably, on an average week, I probably put in about 120 hours. I have gotten in contact with a lawyer. I have also gotten in contact with the detective that was doing the case. In my conversations with him, I originally went to the Sheriff's Department first and foremost and asked if I was involved in a case, because they were making it seem like it was me that was involved in a case alone. That was cleared within minutes. There were no charges brought against me.
I believe I was wrongfully terminated because I spoke out against the president, Ellen Arntz, and the president-elect, Jane Carbone, because I felt they were harassing me on a daily basis in many different ways. There was multiple occasions where, for instance, one day they were there taking pictures of a rabies certificate in my car for my own dog, and I later on found out that the investigator who's doing the investigation for the illegal activity that I'm supposedly a part of had that paperwork, even though that was my own dog and my own paperwork. And my paperwork says I am insubordinate and do not follow orders. I'm rude to superiors, but really, if you really know me, it was just Ellen and Jane, I guess, that felt that way, because I've always been respectful to my superiors. At one point during the board meeting, I stood up and said, you know, I have a right to be heard too, and Ellen, the president, says to me, oh, we're not going to listen to you, you're just a little girl.
It says I was terminated for insubordination towards my superiors and disrespectful towards certain board members. I was actually terminated via text message, and then when we met her at the sheriff's office, it was a day later. I think it was a day later that she met us there and she handed us the paperwork. It was really amazing when they were there. Everybody got along, everybody had a good time, everybody was for the animals. I know that they're not in good conditions.
Why are they not?
Because of the people that are there.
What are you going to do now?
Hopefully, I'm a certified dog trainer, so hopefully I can get some side jobs and some business that way.
And we have reached out to the board members there at Desert Haven and have not received a response at this time. Pahrump Valley Farm Rescue crew members saved the life of a small animal recently at the parking lot of Walmart. Firefighters were called to the scene when a reporting party called Nye County Sheriff's Office dispatch to report that the bird was on the ground and appeared to have fallen from its nest in the tree above. Firefighters picked up the bird, used a ladder, and placed the small bird back into its nest.
Here we go. Getting it. Pahrump Fire Department is awesome.
Nestor uploaded the video to Facebook to the delight of many animal lovers. Good job. Your business first brief right after this break.